What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If you're new to our channel, we welcome you to subscribe. Otherwise, you can like, share, comment down below. It helps our content reach a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So I've received some feedback from subscribers wanting us to do more entry-level rebuilding type of reviews when it comes to credit products and financial institutions. So if that's you, then you're definitely going to enjoy this review we're going to do today. So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing Self-Help Federal Credit Union. So Self-Help Federal Credit Union is actually part of a bigger organization. So there's a nonprofit called Self-Help, but then there's also a Self-Help Credit Union. So Self-Help Credit Union and Self-Help Federal Credit Union are actually related. So they all fall under the same self-help umbrella. But one of the differences, as I mentioned in a previous video about financial institutions having different charters. So Self-Help Credit Union is only in select states. So North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, California, and maybe a couple others. But then you have Self-Help Federal Credit Union. So Self-Help Federal Credit Union is federally chartered, meaning that they can operate across the United States. And so that's the one we're going to be reviewing in this particular video. But I want you guys to be careful because there's two different websites. So just make sure that it says Self-Help Federal Credit Union. So even though they're associated under the same umbrella, they are two different financial institutions. So Self-Help in general is really geared towards empowering people with financial tools to better help their credit journey. Their mission is to provide products and services that are going to help you. So they have a wide variety of different credit products, specifically credit builder loans, personal loans, credit cards. They even have immigration loans and emergency disaster loans as well. They have business checking accounts and select business credit products in certain states. So we're going to go over all of it, but some of the data points I wanted to share before we get into the review. Now, in terms of the credit builder, which I know a lot of people are going to be interested in, the credit builder you can get without a hard inquiry. Now, I spoke with one of the representatives, and there's a particular way that you have to go about it so that you don't get hard pulled. Now, here's how it works. So their credit builder loan goes up to $2,000 with a minimum, I believe, of $500. So between $500 and $2,000, and you can extend the term as far as 24 months. Let me start first with saying how you get hard pulled. So if you apply online, just the way their system is set up, they will hard pull you. However, if you don't want to get hard pulled, then you have to submit your application manually, meaning that they'll send you a DocuSign for you to sign, and then you just email it back to them. And if you do it that way, then you won't get hard pulled. Now, this is the type of insight that I gathered from speaking with one of the representatives. And so if you don't want to get a hard pull, you do have to reach out to them. They're going to send you an application. You do your DocuSign and you send it back. That way you're not getting hard pulled. So in general, they're not hard pulling you to join Self-Help Federal Credit Union. They're not running check systems either. So you're pretty much eligible as long as you join their nonprofit. That gets you into either of the credit unions, Self-Help Credit Union or Self-Help Federal Credit Union. Now, depending on where you may live, so if you do live in some of the states where they have Self-Help Credit Union, then you may have to join that one. So you could check out their website, and they actually tell you which one they would recommend. But if you're in most other states across the country, you're going to be getting in through Self-Help Federal Credit Union. So the credit builder loan, again, you can get it without a hard pull if you submit your application manually. If you apply online, you will be hard pulled based on how their system is set up. So if you're looking at the thumbnail and you're watching this video, make sure you watch all the way through so you get all of these details so that you don't apply, get hard pulled, and then get mad at us. If you don't want to get hard pulled, submit manually. Now they have they have two different credit cards. They have just a plain MasterCard and a secured version of it. Again, this credit union is focused on helping people start their credit and financial journey. So they don't have super high, crazy credit limits. So they do have low interest rates for their loans and their credit cards, which range from a low of 9.25% up to 16%. Now, in order to get approved for a personal unsecured loan up to $10,000, you need a minimum of a 550 credit score. And for the credit card, for the unsecured credit card, you're going to need a minimum of a 640. Now, these are data points I gathered from speaking with one of the representatives. In terms of the credit bureau that they're pulling, so it's all going to vary on where you live, in what state that you live, because they use either Experian or TransUnion dependent on the state. So those are the two bureaus that they're going to pull. But I would say, if you're someone who's rebuilding credit and really trying to kickstart your credit, I wouldn't really worry about inquiries, because you're going to have to accrue inquiries in order to get credit accounts for the most part. So don't even worry about getting inquiries if you're at the rebuilding stage. If you're looking for high crazy limits, this is not the credit union for you to go to. If you're a little bit more advanced in your credit journey, then I wouldn't necessarily advise this. But for those of you who might have credit challenges, this is definitely a credit union that's available nationwide. They can help you build either through their credit builder loan. They have a variety of other loans, shared secured loans without a credit check. They also have credit cards up to $10,000 max, and they have personal loans up to $10,000, as well as some other loans. But anyways, let's go jump over to their website real quick, and I'll walk you through their different products and services. Here we are on Self-Help Federal Credit Union. Now, as you see up here, it says, are you in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida? Visit Self-Help Credit Union for online banking. So as I mentioned, there's a self-help credit union and a self-help federal credit union. So if you are in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida, then you can check out Self-Help Credit Union. They offer essentially the same products, but the only difference is that Self-Help Federal Credit Union is federally chartered, meaning that they can operate through the United States. So if you're anywhere other than North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida, then you're going to check out Self-Help Federal Credit Union. These are two different financial institutions under the same self-help umbrella. You can join for free if you meet the membership eligibility. So right here it says, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in any eligible counties, or have a family member employer affiliation, they serve communities and employee groups in California, Illinois, and Milwaukee. So if you don't fit that criteria, then there's another way for you to get in. And so this is through a mission supportive membership. You can become a member by paying a one-time $5 fee to join the Center for Community Self-Help. So anyone else who's not eligible, you can just pay the $5, and that gets you into Self-Help Federal Credit Union. So they offer a wide variety of different products and services: checking accounts, savings accounts, IRAs, auto loans, home equity lines of credit, personal loans, credit cards, credit card builders, immigration loans, holiday loans, and disaster relief loans. So let's first start off by checking out their personal loan products. So as I mentioned, they offer a personal signature loan with terms as long as 48 months, and the interest rates go from as low as 9% up to 16%, depending on your credit standing. And the max limit that you can get on a signature loan is $10,000. So that's as high as it goes. And then for the shared secured loan, you can put as much as you want, as long as you make a minimum of 500. That's the lowest that the shared secured loan goes, and it can help you build credit. So not only are you getting a low rate, you're using your own money as collateral to build credit, and you can put down as much as you would like. There's no ceiling on the amount that you can get for the shared secured loan. Now, they offer two different credit cards. One is just a MasterCard, unsecured MasterCard, minimum of $500 up to $10,000. So that's the top limit that you get. So if you're someone who's looking for high limit credit cards, then this isn't really going to be the credit union for you. Again, they're really geared towards helping people establish their credit journey. And they also have a secured MasterCard. So this is a shared secured MasterCard. You do have to put down a deposit. The minimum deposit is $250. And again, this secure credit card is indefinitely secure, so it does not unsecure. But you can get this if you're building credit, and then once your credit score increases, you can apply for an unsecured credit card. All right, now let's get into the credit builder loan. So for those who don't know what a credit builder loan is, a credit builder loan is basically a loan that gets reported on your behalf from a financial institution. And when you make payments to this loan, it goes into a savings account. Now, when you complete the loan terms, you get all of those savings. So all the payments you made towards the loan, you get it all back. And the real key to a credit builder loan is to help you build credit. So you want to get the payments reporting. Now, this credit builder loan goes from a minimum of 500 all the way up to 2,000 with loan terms as long as 24 months. So if you apply online, they will hard pull you. If you don't want to get hard pulled, then what you want to do is reach out to a representative, tell them that you want to apply manually for the credit builder loan so you do not get hard pulled. So that's one of the tricks when it comes to not getting hard pulled. Either way, if you're someone who's rebuilding credit, I wouldn't really trip on having the inquiry. This particular account is an automatic approval, so they're not doing any underwriting based on your credit score. So your credit score does not matter. You can have a terrible credit score. This is an automatic approval credit builder loan. As long as you can verify your identity and you can actually join the credit union, then you could basically get this. So the fact that Self-Help Federal Credit Union is available nationwide and there's no underwriting on the credit builder loan, this is a very easy account for anyone to get to help them build credit. So I definitely would recommend this for someone who's rebuilding and trying to build up their credit profile. Right over here, they have a video. I'll post this video link in the description of the video, but it's a very inspiring story about a Self-Help Federal Credit Union member who was able to join Self-Help Credit Union and really build up his profile and change his life. So definitely a great story video for you guys to check out. Self-Help Federal Credit Union also offers immigration loans. So they have loans that go up to $1,000 for a citizenship loan. Now, this is just a way to cover the cost of naturalization application or any other legal fees associated with it. They have a DACA loan with a 15% interest rate up to $800 with a max term of 12 months. And they also have an immigration bond loan. So get your loved one out of immigration detention and build credit in the process. Now, this is very unique. I've never seen anything like this. They have terms up to $15,000, 60-month term, and a 16% APR. You will have to do 10% of the bond amount, but this is a very interesting loan. And it just goes to show they're really about helping people get ahead. Lastly, they provide disaster relief loans. Now, this is specific for members who are in California that suffered losses during the wildfire season. Now, this is something that's happened frequently in California. So you could borrow up to $5,000 at a 2% interest rate for up to 24 months. Or if you want to stretch it out a little bit further, you could borrow up to $5,000 at 4% for between 25 and 48 months. And that's a really low interest rate. Now, again, this is for people who've been affected by the California wildfires. I also wanted to mention that they do have commercial loans. However, these are very specific to certain regions. So they have charter school loans, environmental loans, health food system loans, multifamily housing loans, commercial real estate, as well as new market tax credit loans. So again, as it says right here, these are limited to projects located in California, North Carolina, Chicago, Illinois, and Washington, D.C. All right, so let's recap real quick. Self-Help Federal Credit Union is available nationwide. They're really geared towards individuals who are rebuilding their credit. So if you're someone who fits that description, then this is a great credit union for you to consider. Now, there's no geographic restrictions in order to apply. Now, if you do live in North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida, then you can join Self-Help Credit Union. These are two different credit unions under the same umbrella. They offer identical products and services. Now, in terms of their credit builder loan, if you don't want to get a hard pull, then you apply manually. I'll put some contact information down below so you could reach out to them and just request an application manually. They'll send you a DocuSign, you return that, and there's no hard pull. If you apply online, there will be a hard pull. I don't know why this is. It's just the way that their system is set up. Now, in terms of their loans and credit cards, the max limit is $10,000. So if you're looking for high limits, this isn't going to be the credit union for you. The minimum credit score for their personal loans is 550. The minimum for their unsecured credit card is a 640. In terms of the bureau that they're pulling, it all depends on the state, but they use Experian and TransUnion. Now, you can ask them what they pull if you want to reach out and figure that out. But those are the two bureaus that they use, and it's going to be dependent on the state that you reside in. They have a lot of great products and services, so you could definitely check it out. If anyone's interested in applying, there's a link down below. That's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.